Hello, everyone, and welcome back. I am David Gagnon. You're joining us here on the Rolling Nomads, and tonight we've got a very special episode of Colder Than a Twitch's Wit, kind of serving as a bit of an epilogue for the previous season, a little bit of a prologue for the next season. It's kind of a weird middle ground there. Um, As such, we're gonna have a slightly smaller cast tonight, but for the next episode, we'll have everybody in full swing. So I'm looking forward to that. But for now, let's go ahead and meet who's going to be joining us tonight.
Hello, my name is Gilbert Ramos, and I will be playing Zeros tonight.
So recently, sorry, totally forgot to mention that beforehand. But what better time than the present? So we recently here on the Rolling Nomads partnered, yeah, with Gehenna Gaming, and we are playtesting their new game Eldritch Automata over on our channel on Wednesdays. I want to say that was at 6. Was that 6 Mountain?
6 MST.
6 MST. Awesome. Yes. Yeah. So this past week we did a session 0 where we kind of talked about the mechanics, how the game works, things like that. And we're all really excited to just dive into it. I'm so looking forward to using that tactical nuke. But more to come on that. Definitely worth checking out on Wednesday, 6 MST. Uh, Hope to see you there. Got myself, got Gilbert, as well as Cyrenus, Druid by Night, and the Azure Boated Fly, who are going to be working together and, just dealing with our trauma with giant robots and tactical nukes. So
As you do.
hope to see you there. As you do, right? It's cheap. I wouldn't say it's cheaper than therapy, but it is cathartic.
Where's it at,
So,
David?
where's it at?
Where's the
That's gonna
game? Where's the
be
game at?
that's here on the Rolling
No,
Nomads.
damn it. I mean, where can people find the game, David?
Where could be? Oh yeah, up on YouTube.
No, motherfucker, on Kickstarter!
On
God damn it,
that
David!
game. They've got a campaign going on right now. Definitely check that out. We're gonna have links in the chat, and we are going to be running that game and advertising that all the rest of this month. So every Wednesday in January, Rolling Nomads playing Eldritch Automata. That is on Kickstarter. That is on Kickstarter.
God damn right it is.
So, rolling into tonight's episode. Now, Gilbert, last time we we ended on a bit of an ominous note
We did.
where, yeah, or there was a little bit some choice words from an unseen individual, and if I remember right, it was in the end all things go to Nox.
That is
It's kind of
correct.
the thing you were left with there. And then you found yourself in the dark. And, much like you may have suspected, this death is kind of cold, but it's a little more cramped, I suppose. So, kind of recapping on that scene a little bit, we had the void, as it were, and you found yourself your back up against a wall, in a way, and trying to move forward or to the side or even up and down was met with resistance in every direction. So that is where we find you now.
Well, movement at all is going to meet resistance in any direction, so, can I see anything?
It is pitch black in here, and if I recall, you do not have dark vision.
That is
So
correct.
I would say that you cannot.
I will call out, uh, What games? There were no games, Nox. I was ready. There were no tricks.
Your calls are met with silence.
Do I feel anything?
Uh, you feel cold. But as far as like, do you mean like feeling around
Yeah,
physical
I'm gonna
things?
kind of touch.
Okay. Uh, so in really, you don't even have room to fully extend your arm here. Um, it is essentially you feel wood. It's a nice
Oh, this
wood.
doesn't bode well.
It's a pretty nice wood, but it is solid.
I'm gonna push in front of me. Just
And it doesn't yield.
I will I'll strike at it as best I can.
Okay. Uh, there's not. Well, yeah, I would say go ahead and try.
This is just a D20 plus my strength, yeah?
Yep, that is correct.
This is gonna be unfortunate. Alright, I don't think I put the unarmed strike on my sheet, so I'm gonna roll a D20 and just add 2.
Okay.
That is a 5.
Uh, well, I mean, it's kind of hard to miss, but your strike doesn't have much of an effect. If anything, you probably hurt your hand more than the wood.
I will. I'm gonna keep going at it and just call out, just in frustration, just yelling, screaming.
Okay. And after after a little bit of this, you hear a thud, followed by another. It's coming from directly in front of you where you tried to reach out before.
I will thud in reply.
The thud kind of stops for a moment before resuming, and
Um,
you can hear. Oh, sorry.
no, please, please, please.
You can hear the sound of almost like brushing, and clearing of debris, if you had to guess. And after some of that, a creaking almost as the lid comes in, and there's not much light, but compared to the pitch dark that you were in, it's quite the shift. Um, Almost as if you're looking at a light in a dark room while it's off, and somebody comes in and flips the light on, and that's the first thing you see.
I will
That
wince.
that is where you're able to see a figure here.
So I squint
Welcome.
and I say, "Hey, Danny, I found something." Do I see him like his body or his face?
You do. Uh, Excuse me. So as you open this up, what do we see?
Oh, me or him?
Yep, you.
Oh,
What do
I'm
we see?
half elf, with some raggedy robes and a nice little quarterstaff that I use for mostly trekking.
Excellent.
Nothing too crazy. Normal blondish silver hair with mostly human features. Think of myself, but clean shaven.
Yeah. And we find this. It almost looks like a sort of crypt. Not in the best shape, but there are several, uh, I would say, plots. Excuse me. And yeah, that is what you see. Now, Zeris, you are inside a rather intricate and nicely made coffin here, uh, entirely in the nude.
Who did you piss off?
Knox.
Never heard of him.
That's the god of death.
Oh, yeah, I never heard of him.
You wouldn't happen to have a cloak, would you? Spare pants?
Actually, I do. So I start removing my pants, revealing a second pair of pants, and I hand you some pants.
I will accept these pants. I will put, at the very least put pants on. Is it still, David? Is it still, fucking winter? Is it still a shit
Yeah,
show outside? Cool.
it's cold. It's not. It's like flurrying outside. It's not a bad storm, but there's a little bit of a breeze. So it's going to be a little chilly tonight.
You wouldn't. Where happened? Where do we happen to be? I don't. Sorry, I'm a bit perturbed, as I'm sure you would understand.
One moment, I have it written down here. David,
So,
what's the name of the town?
so the town is called Brisk, and this is
Brisk.
about you guys. You guys are a short distance outside of that town.
Yeah, it's my hometown. We're near Brisk. I came here looking for. I came here doing some studies for archaeology and such, and just happened upon this crypt.
Crypt, and I will
And I
look
blinked
around and
multiple
take
times.
stock of my surroundings.
The crypt itself seems rather ordinary, though in general disrepair. Uh, not much, not much funding has gone into keeping it up to standards in recent years, by the looks of it.
Well, this is
Well, if you
unfortunate.
wanna make yourself useful, I have a stack of stuff that I found here that we can take to Brisk, and you can meet Danny.
Sure. I'm sorry. I don't. Can I get your name?
Oh yeah, MAIRSIL.
MAIRSIL.
Yeah,
Uh,
we're not too fond of names over here. You know, people dying every so often. And just say,
that's
hey pal, what's up, buddy? You
risk.
know, treat each other with respect, and that's it.
Fair.
What's yours? I didn't.
Zeris.
Zeros.
Is there Brisk? Where the fuck is Brisk? How far are we from Night Point?
It's
What,
about
8 days?
six. It's about 6 days travel. So this is a little further to the northwest than Winterhorn was.
We are so far. Um. Well, you have my gratitude for rescuing me. I'm afraid I had things with me. I don't. Uh. Do I see any of my shit? I don't imagine I would, but do I see any of my shit?
Uh, no, there was nothing left in the coffin with you.
We could try to resupply in Brisk if you want. There's no issue with that because we need to stay there anyways. It's getting quite cold.
Yeah, let's. That sounds wonderful. Thank you, Marcel. I'm sorry. I'm just getting my bearings.
No problems. You're the first live person I found in a coffin so far, so
Uh, eh, d- for the DM, do I feel feel cold. Do I feel like a heartbeat? Is my blood pumping? Am I...
For all intents and purposes, you are alive and well. Little underdressed, but
I'm gonna just a quick stock of my body just to check. Are the last wounds that I remember from the spider, are they still present?
they are not.
Concerned.
Though notably, all of your memories from that time are intact.
I don't understand. Alright. Sure, what do you need? What do you need help with?
Just some goodies. I mean, samples that I found in this area. You know, being a paleontologist and all,
You said...
zoologist
And you said
and
you had
such.
a companion, Danny?
Yes, he's outside.
Excellent.
You
Excellent.
can't hear it really fit in here.
You can't fit in here?
Yeah, he's my buddy. He's my pal.
Alright.
Thick and thin.
I will head outside to meet Danny.
I'll give him my overcoat so he's not bare chested in the cold. I want
Alright.
that back. You keep the
Of
pants.
course.
I want that back when we get to my house. Or after. Would the shopkeep still be open now or no? We'll have to wait till the morning.
At this hour, most likely would have to wait until the morning.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. So we head outside?
Yeah, I'm heading out to meet your companion, to meet your partner.
You see a reindeer.
Oh!
This is Daniel Nutman. He's my he's someone to he helps me carry stuff around. And you see a raggedy cart hooked onto it.
Pleasure to
And he has
meet
a
you, Mr. Nutman.
he's very helpful and useful to me. Keep each other warm. I keep him fed.
I can see that. I can see how that would be a beneficial relationship. Right. Let's hop to it then, I suppose.
Yeah. So we start heading to my house.
So the walk back to Brisk is it's short, um, and excuse me. The weather stays about the same as you make your way there, and as you come through the town, um, excuse me, Zeris, you see this town is on the poorer side. Um, there's not much for fancy buildings here. Um, there's a couple of lamps to keep the streets lit, but this is more or less a poorer town, as it were, from what you can tell through the short walk. And in short order, you all make your way to uh, your new friend's humble abode.
Watch your step. There's a lot of nails sticking up, splinters. Don't walk barefooted, but you kind of have to.
Yeah, I'm gonna...
Just be careful.
Yeah, I'll do my best.
Keeps the wind out at least.
For the most part. Every once in a while, you get a little bit of a draft going through, but that's what the sheets are for.
Exactly.
Christ, outstanding. Fuck. I don't think I have... I'm not sure I can help with this at all. I apologize. Yeah. Wait, hold on a second. There's that. Nope, I can't help with shit. I apologize.
No worries.
Do you happen to have, lodestones? by any chance?
Never seen one.
Okay, then I'm afraid I will be unable to repay you for your accommodation as of yet. You said you were an archaeologist, a zoologist,
No, oologist.
an oologist
Yes, study of bird eggs.
of
I do
bird eggs.
mixology on the side. Yeah, so a lot of ologist stuff. You know.
Right. Um, Forgive me for asking. But you see, I did just wake up in a crypt. I'm not going to like fall asleep and then get y- torn and sold, am I?
Nah, there's not enough buyers for that. But if you want, we can try to go to Joyce's place,
That'd be, I don't
get
know.
some food.
Yeah, that'd be wonderful.
Okay. If you feel safer, you can sleep there. I'll bring you over.
I don't really know where is safe at this point. So whatever works.
I'll bring him to Joyce's tavern.
Okay. And as you get there, much like the rest of this town, this is in a bit of disrepair as well. But you can tell that this person kind of keeps up the place the best that they can. Above the door, you see a plaque of sorts where it's a bronzed bear. Like it's a little weathered, but this is the Bronze Bear Pub.
Is it busy?
Oh no, there's like maybe two or three other people in here, all kind of minding their own business.
I'll walk in and greet Joyce and slide her a little knickknack that I found. Say, hey,
What? Oh, what you been doing here? You find what's this doodad?
it's you sell it to somebody for something.
I could
For all
find
the
some use for this.
warm meals you've given me.
I do what I can. Who's your friend here?
I found him in the crypt too. He was
Oh, you
surprisingly
just
not undead.
well,
Hello.
that's great. Oh, hello there.
I'm Azaris. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you. I'm Joyce. Josie Whistlebranch. And I'm gonna go ahead and drop a picture of there for your reference. But Josie is a half, or not halfling, sorry, excuse me, forest gnome. Um, where did she go? Where did she go? With short red hair. Terribly sorry. I had a picture for reference. There we are. Drop that in. Boom. There we are. So, yeah. She's got a little bit of some messy clothing and a sort of handkerchief to kind of keep her hair up. Uh, yeah, she is the proprietor of this fine establishment. Oh, you look cold.
Yes, as
What are you doing letting your friend walk around out there? It's freezing.
It wasn't by choice, and I don't have that many clothes on me.
Hey, can I get you something? Would you like some stew or maybe a pint?
that would be lovely if possible.
Oh,
I
okay.
should warn
Of
you,
course, of
I
course.
don't have any coin.
Don't worry about it. Not, not to worry. This one's on the house.
Thank you.
We take care of each other around here. It's pretty rough.
I see.
And she will go pour you a mug of ale, and a small platter of some kind of stew.
Thank you.
Here, this should warm you up, love.
Very much appreciated.
Now, what were you doing sleeping in the crypt?
I don't really know. If I'm being honest. But I don't really recall how I came to be there.
I thought he just pissed somebody off and owed them money. And they buried him.
Oh,
But I don't know.
like buried in the crypt? I thought you just like had a little way too much of the old cough syrup and just kind of passed out there naked. But oh no, that's much worse.
Yes, I'm separated from my friends.
Oh, bless your heart.
We were trying to be helpful, and it just there was spiders a great deal, and one of them
Hmm,
took me, and it was the last thing I remember. Really was the spiders, and I was separated from them, and
but
everything went dark.
that's odd. I don't know what kind of spiders go and bury someone in a in a crypt. It's unusual. Hmm. First time for everything, I suppose. But
Just,
it's weird that they took your clothes.
Do
I
you mind if he spends the
agree.
night here?
Oh, certainly, certainly. Yeah, you can stay down in the cellar. Yeah, got most of the rats. You know, they're mostly there for the warmth. It's fine.
Thank you. I'm just trying to get my bearings really.
Oh, yes, yes. You've had quite the experience. I see. Mm, mm. I don't think I have any pants that'll fit you.
No, the stew and the pint is more than enough. I will figure my way out from here. I very much appreciate that.
I see. Yeah, you should take him to see Iggy in the morning.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and and if Iggy gives you any trouble, I'll get him. Told Iggy about not being very nice to people.
Iki?
Oh yeah, he's the shopkeep.
Gotcha. Right. Is there might I ask what the year is, what the month is?
Um, yeah, and I don't have all of that written down, but the date and time that she gives you uh, really lines up with the day that you the day that you thought it would be. It's as if time has not really moved forward, but you're in a new place. It's the same day, except a few hours later, really.
Interesting. I don't understand any of this.
Hmm.
Well, I'm headed to my house, spend the night there with Danny,
That
and I'll
sounds
pick him up in the morning.
that sounds fine. Um
Okay.
And she'll give you a carrot for Danny.
Thank you.
Of course, of course. Give him a little scratch behind the ear.
I will sit and eat my stew. Um and that's kind of the extent of what I've got planned for this evening. I have no rocks.
Ah, yes. Um, so in the cellar, there's what you would expect: some crates, some barrels, things like that. She is able to give you like a small oil lamp, so that way there's some warmth. But being underground, it's a little warmer. Um, there's no worry of draft or anything like that down here, and the few vermin that you do see are more or less just minding their business and pay you no mind. Anything from you, Marshall?
I'm all set.
You're
Just
upset?
no, I'm all set.
Oh,
No, I'm gonna give Danny the carrot, make sure he has enough slack to roam enough, and then head to bed.
excellent. Well, excuse me. Uh, the rest of the night for both of you passes without incident, and we find you awakening the next morning.
Very interesting. Um, I'm going to attempt to I don't know what to do here. I don't know if I have a whole lot of spells that I can test stuff out with.
Gotcha. Now, being that it is a long rest, if there were any of them that you wanted to swap out, then of course you're more than welcome to as a cleric, prepared caster, so if
Yeah.
there's anything like that.
Um, I don't uh I don't think I can really do anything that would be able to kind of test my own theories, I guess. Yeah. I lied. I'm gonna cast I'm gonna cast this is a bad idea. Never mind, I'm not gonna do that. I lied.
Okay.
I'm
So,
gonna swing by the pub, grab
okay.
Zaris, and bring him to Iggy. Right?
Iggy.
Yeah. I'm gonna bring the loot from last night and put it on the counter.
Now, coming in here, this is just more of a standard general store. Um, it's again a little dusty. The shelves, a lot of them are broken and what have you, but the items here that are being sold, a little dusty, but in good condition. Um, excuse me. And as you come in, you do see Iggy, a excuse me, a goblin working behind the counter. He gives you a nod and a wave as you come in, um, but it's more or less. Let's go ahead and drop that in there for reference. Iggy. Hmm. Yeah, not sure if the picture's working right now, so I'll figure that out later. No big deal. So we're just gonna go ahead and go with the physical description here. He's wearing very shabby clothing. Essentially the whatever the medieval equivalent of a wife beater would be, or a tank top. Like a, it used to be white by the looks of it, but now it's very gray and kind of dingy looking color. Um, and he's got a light green, a very kind of like aged sort of almost like a robe of sorts, more less of a fancy robe and more of a bathrobe kind of look. Um, and yeah, almost a little hat that almost looks like a nightcap, but it's less of a less of a he just got up and that's just more how he dresses.
Understood.
Oh, what do you got for me today?
Some stuff I discovered.
Discovered or stole? You know I
Hey,
can't be selling you can't just be stealing shit. And
the
do you want me
difference
to get stabbed?
between
That's
the
how I get
difference
stabbed.
between a raider and an archaeologist is just how much time has passed. And I feel like it's been enough time. So it's up for grabs now. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't hear that. And he's gonna start sifting through excuse me, the wares that you got there. All right. I can give you 50 for this.
What? Like copper, silver, gold? Like 50 what?
Oh, I, so I'm assuming you got a decent amount of stuff here.
Yeah.
So I can give you 50 gold.
Can I do 10 and then more for credit and get him some gear?
Well, I mean, once you have the gold, you can do whatever you want with it.
But like, like in-store credit, you know what I'm saying? Like you get a better offer, like more value out of it. You know, trying to,
What do you mean? What do you mean store credit, man?
when
Gold is credit.
when you trade something in, and you could be like, give you gold or do like a trade for more stuff. You know what I'm saying? Trying to do trade for more stuff.
Is this, is this some kind of scam? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about like quid pro quo. I give you a
So,
shovel, you give me a
I don't
pickaxe.
speak Elvish. I don't speak Elvish. What are you talking about?
That's like, I'm gonna yell at him in Elvish. Uh, that's what I got. That's fine. I'll just take the cash.
All right.
And say,
Now,
what you got to clothe somebody and give them and I look at Xeris and wait for a weapon option to come from him.
Uh,
Shield,
I would
sword.
just need a mace if you have it. Doesn't have to be pretty or innate or anything like that. Anything will really work.
yeah, that shouldn't be a problem. Let me. I forget the. Oh shit! There we go. Click the wrong thing there. Cool. Let's see how much those run for, because I forget off the top of my head. We can get a ballpark estimate and see how much of this you can get. It shouldn't be a problem. And a mace. Cool. Yeah, a mace will run you 5 gold, so that's not a problem at all. Let's see, clothing. So a set of uh, clothing that is, excuse me, acclimated or appropriate for the cold weather would be 10 gold.
If you have it, I would appreciate it. I don't want to put you out too much.
Oh no. Yeah. I'm assuming you'll help me out down the line. I help you now. You get rich and famous. You help
Yeah,
me out
no,
later.
I
You know?
understand the concept of store credit. I don't know what the fuck this guy's deal is.
Yeah, it's fine. Like I said, we help everybody around here. Which I need to pop into the pub later and give her some cash or say some gold.
Absolutely.
Excuse
Does
me.
he have
Yeah,
any cheap armor that he can
cheap armor
potentially put on him?
should be. Let's see. What kind of
Not goblin
armor would you
sized.
be looking for? Probably like in like the light armor category, or would you be looking more for medium?
Armor's not necessary. It's perfectly fine.
Okay.
I just the clothing, the mace. a shield if you have it. If we are capable of purchasing such a thing. But as for everything else, just bare minimum for now. Like I said, I don't want to put you to too much.
Yeah. He is able to rummage up a wooden shield.
Wooden
Um,
shield.
so it's nothing fancy, but it'll do what it needs to do.
Excellent. Excellent.
How much is that?
Oh yes, sorry. That one is also 10 gold.
Okay.
So if I remember correctly, that should put you at 25 total
Yeah,
for those.
I can
Okay.
crack.
Cool.
You sure you need armor? Cause like, if you start bleeding out, I can't help you.
No, it's fine. I'll we should be fine. I'll once I make my way back to my friends, everything will be hopefully a little more clear.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Actually,
then from
can I
here,
get?
oh
I want to
yes,
order or have him. Does he have any rations on hand?
rations. Let's see. Uh, yep, yep. And those ones run you 5 silver apiece. He's got he's got 10 on the shelves. Just little ration packets.
I'll
For
get all 10
okay.
and hand it to Zeris and say, "You're gonna have to eat." So we're gonna grab you that,
Thank you.
and I think that's all we might need for now. That should be fine for now. We could share my kit.
Dungeon Master, was I buried with my amulet?
No.
Oh,
You had everything when that you had when you were born.
mad unfortunate.
Just a little less messy this time around.
Entirely fair.
Was yeah, whoever put you there did not have the foresight to provide you with such things.
Not a problem.
Actually, would I be able to buy him an explorers pack or something,
Let's
another
see.
similar kit?
I don't see why not. Let's see. Those ones. Explorer's pack. Yep, those ones run you 10 gold as well.
10. The explorers pack comes with the rations or no? I
Let
don't
me
recall if they
see.
did or not.
It comes with a backpack, a bedroll, a mess kit, a tinderbox, 10 torches. It does come with 10 days of rations and a water skin,
Yeah, we'll
as
do that.
well as
We'll do that.
50 feet of rope. So
Yeah, we'll
doing
do
that
that.
one instead?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So
So
gives you an option to carry your things with you as well.
I'll take. So I gave him 10. I'll take 5. So he has 15 days of rations, and I have 15 days of rations.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna swing by the pub, slide her the 10 gold pieces, and say thanks. And I'm gonna do a little pouch and just hand it to her.
Gotcha.
And now I'm broke again.
Now you're broke again.
My
um,
day of life.
yep. Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes. Um, Now prior to prior to leaving Iggy's shop, as it were, you do see two gentlemen. These ones dressed a little nicer than a lot of the people that you've seen here. A little bit burlier sort of individuals. They go in and excuse me, and they go to the counter. And Iggy, as soon as he sees him, he was cleaning up the shop a little bit. He drops the broom and runs back over there. What can I do for you, fine gentlemen? And you know why we're here, Iggy. It's time to pay up. Yeah. And he runs into the back and comes back with a little pouch of coins and sets it on the counter. And excuse me, while one of them is counting the coins, the other's kind of just like, looking at some of the things on the counter. Like there's some little hand carved, almost not exactly postcards, but thin pieces of wood with like pictures of the town drawn on them, kind of thing. And he's just sort of looking through them. You trying to shortchange me, Iggy? You're 5 gold short. No, no. And he goes through and takes out of the register, as it were, and sets another 5 in there, and he closes it up. Pleasure doing business with you. And they just kind of go on their way and walk out.
Yeah, those are some enforcers. They collect protection money from everybody around here.
Doesn't seem like anyone's really being protected.
Nope.
Where do they stay?
There's a excuse me. There's a building, excuse me, on the north side of town. Um, it's it's not hard to spot it. It's in a little bit better condition than all of the others.
The issue is a lot of people here are frail because they don't have enough food to eat because they keep taking the money, and they have numbers, so it's not easy to try to deal with such a problem.
And everything goes to that fucking dragon, man. Like, taxes weren't this bad before. It wasn't bad.
Did you
Wasn't
say
bad.
Dragon Man?
Oh, well, I mean, there was a comma there, but yeah. So not like, I mean, there's that too, but yeah.
I'm just piecing things together. So these enforcers bring the plunder that they take from this city to a dragon?
Yeah.
Where is their headquarters? And who
The,
leads them, aside from the dragon?
uh, uh, I mean, that would be nice. That's all. Yeah, but I wouldn't go picking a fight with him, man.
He's a half dragon, so he won't go down easy.
I don't care. I think I know why I'm here. I might need that armor, sir.
Uh, yeah, yeah. Uh, what? Yeah. And he goes to go get it.
Looking
Let's
for
see.
medium armor if he has it.
Medium. Okay. Let's see. I'm seeing. Think. So there's, and in the range of medium armor, there is hide armor for 10 gold. Um, the chain shirt provides a little bit better protection, but that one's 50. And let me see. I think.
I'm gonna slowly hand him an IOU on a piece of paper across the counter.
We, how's this for a deal, sir? The armor now, and I will return everything they took from you when I'm done with my task.
You know, just in case you don't make it back. And he kind of like rummages in the back corner and sets a chain shirt on the counter. Um, you didn't get this from me.
Thank you. I don't suppose you happen to worship or hold any god dear?
There's what I'm drawing a blank on the god's name, but there actually is a deity for commerce. Um, and I'll go ahead and pull up their name, but I, I want to say it was Old Ear, but could be wrong on that. It has been a minute.
I believe it is Old Ear.
I want to say he was the one of commerce. I will confirm that for you momentarily. It's and
God of commerce?
I want to say so. Yes,
Omir.
Omir. That's right. I believe Old Ear was the one of community.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. So Omir is the god of commerce.
Do you happen to
Uh,
have a symbol?
I do, I do. And we go and excuse me. Um, he actually has one right on the counter. Um, keeping it by the register being a sign of good fortune,
I
and it is a little medallion with a winged boar facing to the right.
I would like to borrow this.
And he'll take it, and he's not quite sure as to why, but here, why?
I will take it and put it around my neck. MAIRSIL, we will you don't have to come with me. But it would be easier with a companion.
I know their numbers. If you really want to do this, I think we should meet up with your friends. If you have companions of, I'm assuming similar caliber as you, then yeah, we could do it then. For just two of us, I don't think we could do some damage, but we won't make it out.
I would like to extend an invitation to them first to correct themselves.
We could try that.
Lead the way.
Okay.
I'm
Alrighty.
looking up a spell real quick. Alright. Okay. So I'm gonna bring him to like. Are there any nearby buildings to the headquarters?
Yes, yes. The nothing, nothing like too crazy. Just like excuse me, like some smaller buildings there. Um, various business offices and what have you.
Mhm. So I'll show him to the building and I say, "That's the building. I'm be right there. Cause if you need backup, I help you get away, but not much else."
Have Danny ready,
Yeah.
just in case they don't take the invitation well. And I
Okay.
will walk in.
Okay. So this is excuse me, a two-story building that you see. It's not extravagant by any means. It's just in less of a state of disrepair. It's still rather modest, I would say. It prior to the occupation, it did serve as a tax office. Uh, so walking in, um, just in the little entryway right there, you can see the two gentlemen that you, excuse me, saw giving Iggy a bit of a hard time before. And they're just more, they've got a couple bags of gold on the table, and they're just counting one at a time. A sort of table in the middle, and one on one side, one on the other, and they're just, you know, counting to make sure that they collected enough coins for the day on that outing. So,
I will, as I'm crossing through the threshold of the door, cast Arcanist's Magic Aura on myself.
ooh, what does that do?
You
In a
place an
minute.
illusion on a creature or an object you touch so that divination spells reveal false information about it. The target can be a willing creature or an object that isn't being carried or worn by another creature. When you cast the spell, choose one or both of the following effects. The effect lasts for the duration. If you cast a spell on the same creature, every object, or are on the same creature or object every day for 30 days, placing the same effect on it each time, the illusion lasts until it is dispelled. I just want to place a false aura on myself, which you can change the way the target appears to spells and magical effects, such as detect magical auras. Make a non-magical object appear magical, which is what I'm aiming for. I'm trying to be as glowy and like I'm trying to be as ostentatious as possible.
Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah, easy enough. And you said you're doing this more like right before you go in, so that way they obviously don't see you doing it. So
Yeah.
that's the image they get of you.
Mm-hmm.
I can dig it. All right.
This will last for 24 hours.
Beautiful. All right. Yeah. So you walk in. You're seen.
Gentlemen, where is your
They-
leader?
What you want to talk to the boss for?
Where is your leader?
He's not taking walk-ins right now, but you can make an appointment.
Speak, and I will use the spell command.
Okay. And I believe that is a wisdom save, correct?
That is a wisdom save.
Excellent. I'll go ahead and
That is a 15 for him to beat.
oh, no. He definitely failed. And almost the words just pour out of his mouth here. He's upstairs. But why'd you tell him where the boss is? Man, I don't know, man. It just what you do?
Take me to him.
Yeah, I'm not doing that, bud. And then they both they stand up and they both have a mace in hand. Now you can turn your happy ass around and get out of here with that funny business. I got a job to do. I'm not here to play games.
Neither am I. I'm going to ask you one more time to take me to him, and then I will leave him a message. Or you can refuse, and I will leave him a message written in your blood. Don't make me do this.
They kind of just look at each other and laugh. And like, man, I don't know who the fuck you think you are, coming in here talking to me like that.
I will cast immediately, since they don't seem to be complying. The one that is speaking, the one that is not, just simply take me to their leader. I will cast a 3rd level magic missile.
All right.
Which will put it at or 5 dots, or five bolts.
Okay. Is this both going? It's all going to the same person.
Same guy.
Okay.
So I need 5d4 plus 1.
Gotta love magic missile.
Where the hell is... There we go. It's +1 for each... It's +1 each bolt, right? I'm not crazy. So it'll be +5 if I just I'm aiming it at one guy.
Please so about double check.
Yeah, I believe that is the case.
Excellent. I'm just gonna roll that.
Yeah, one more dirt.
That'll be 16 if my count is correct.
6. Beautiful.
Just damage to his face.
Drop there. Smooth. Okay. Yeah. So all of those just you said there were 5 of them.
Yeah.
Just boom, 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 boom. Just all right to the face, and he kind of takes a step back. He's like, "Oh, you're fucking dead." Now they're gonna both move in. Actually, if I could get initiative from you.
Sure. I keep looking for dice because I use physical dice for everything else. I'm so sorry.
You're fine.
It's a 14.
Okay. So they got a 16 on there, so they will be going for you. Excuse me. So they are going to move both of them to either side of you and start swinging with their maces.
Understood.
Oof. Okay, so the first one crit, and is going to do 7 bludgeoning. The second one got a 15 to hit.
Just hits.
Okay, and that will add another 4. Let's see. That one got a 19 for another 7. And the last one is going to miss, though. You only had a 12 to hit. Okay. And then it's your go.
On the one that is already injured, I'm gonna pump. I'm gonna make a melee spell attack and inflict wounds at 3rd level.
Ooh. All right.
So that is a 22.
Oh, clean hit.
So 3rd level.
Yeah.
It is higher level casts. Okay, it's been a minute since roll 20.
Oh, yeah, so we add those two together.
So that is 27. What's it? 33 necrotic.
You said 33 necrotic?
That is correct.
Okay. He is still up for right now, but he's like barely hanging on.
After I make the swing, I will take a moment. Let me reduce my spell points. Because math. After I make the swing, I will take a bonus action and use Healing Word on myself and heal myself for 7.
Okay, gotcha.
And
how are you looking? Oh, sorry.
With the Healing Word, mechanically speaking, 37 out of 48. With narratively determined, pissed, and just frustrated.
Okay.
Yeah, as I heal myself, I'll say it didn't have to be like this.
Okay. And the one who is hurt is gonna kind of he's kind of got some blood running down his face from the magic missile. Yeah, it really didn't, buddy. And they're just gonna start swinging away again. Um, so, and while he's swinging, the other one is going to be reaching around his neck and blowing on a whistle. Um, excuse me. So a high pitched, sort of shrill, kind of when you hear in those old movies with like the police whistle kind of thing. Um, so he got a 19 to hit for 7 damage. And then a dirty 20 for another 4.
Copy.
And now the one who blew the whistle is going to take his swing at you now. Excuse me. Let's see. So he also crit for another 8. And we got one more as he takes another swing at you. Wow. 2 crits in a row. Okay, sorry. The mouse is covering up the thing. What was it? That time for 12.
Understood.
And then it is your turn.
How is the gentleman that has been struck this whole time looking?
Very close to going down. Like, mechanically speaking, about a 1.
Rough.
Yeah, he's like hanging on by a thread at this point. He's getting a little woozy here.
On a scale of 1 to 32, he's at a 1.
I am going to cast Magic Missile once again. I got this. I got the spell points. I'm gonna cast Magic Missile again at 3rd level. 4 darts at the gentleman that's been unharmed, and then just the 1 dart at this dude.
Okay.
So I'll do 1 first, just at the dude. It's me 5 against the dude.
Beautiful. He goes down.
And then this will be 4 darts at the second dude. So that is 16 again at this individual.
Oh, nice. Now, MAIRSIL, you did hear the whistle get blown.
Yes, I want to pull up with me on the back of the rickety cart with Danny, look at Zeros and say, I'm assuming it didn't go as planned, and we should leave.
I will cast Sanctuary on myself with my bonus action, and yeah, I'm gonna look to the one that's standing and say, I'm coming back for all of you. And then I will rush out the door.
Okay. He is going to take a swing at you.
You can't. Well, he's got to make a wisdom save first.
Yes, the wisdom save first. So, let's see. And let's see. A 5 is not going to cut it, so he does not. You are able to see more of these thugs running down the stairs.
If they're running down the stairs, I would like to point out, if this dude made a strike at me and he failed the wisdom save, he has to choose a new target or lose the attacker spell.
They are out of melee range for
Copy.
him, so he wouldn't be able to do that. And he doesn't really have any ranged attacks available. But I would have loved to see that. Something for next time, hopefully. But yeah, so his attack doesn't work, and you're able to get out the door and jump onto the cart.
I will leap onto the cart and then
Be
run,
right
Danny,
away.
run.
He moves 50 feet around, by the way. So
That's beautiful. Some of the guards that do come down are going to kind of take pot shots with their crossbows, but none of them making a connection going into the ground. Maybe some going into some buildings as you go, but for the most part, yeah, they tend to their friend, and you guys get away.
yeah, once we're out of town, I say, I'm assuming we're heading towards the east.
To Night Point, to my friends, we're gonna correct this.
Okay. So, start traveling.
Gonna start traveling. Yep. Um, excuse me. So, on the way there, it like I said, it's gonna take about 6 days of travel time. Um, so we're not gonna be like, oh well, you set up camp this day and meticulously go through each and every day. That's, I mean, we can, but I feel like that would be a little boring. Um, excuse me. Now on the way here, excuse me, the path does take you, Zaris. You recognize this place that you're going by as Winterhorn, the place where you were before the funeral and the chief and what have you. Uh, excuse me. The and excuse me, Marisol, for you, you know that. Excuse me, Winterhorn is a druid community, um, and you know there's kind of some fey fuckery if you go through the woods here. So it's kind of like taking the long way around. Because you don't want to take a walk through the woods, and then JK JK LOL. It's been 20 years.
Yeah.
That's
Like, I know Sylvan,
it
but I'm
gets
not
kind of
going to
weird.
talk my way through that.
Yeah, because you're not gonna find it as funny as they do, more or less.
Yeah.
But let's see. Is uh is there any business that either of you would want in that town prior to moving on to the next one?
Not as of right now, no.
I don't think so,
Okay.
no.
Okay. Let's see. Now, going a few days into the future here, um, you come up on a sort of familiar scene. Um, the site where you were ambushed by the goblins. Um, there, it's been a couple of days since this point. So what was previously the horses that had pulled these carriages, there's some small animals, foxes, mostly picking at whatever scraps weren't taken by larger predators. Uh, but the wagons are still there. The horses and the riders, as it were. Nobody had come back from that for them, so somebody else came for them, kind of deal. Um, but as you're going by one of the wagons, you can hear some rummaging from the inside. There's something in there. The as you approach, the foxes had kind of scurried off, but the this was the wagons. How there were two coming towards each other. This was the first one, the one that yeah, the person you were chasing had the one that he was driving.
Marcel, do you mind if we take a moment?
Yeah. I slow down and pull over to the side of the road.
I'm gonna go investigate the crater.
Oh boy. let's see, where did try it. There we go. There. And so going there, this wagon, if I remember correctly, was still upright. It was the other one that had been knocked over. Or no, this one was knocked over. The other one was still upright. But rummaging through there, you can hear it's inside, and you just go and just pull in the tarp back? Or how are you doing this?
I'm just gonna pull the tarp back. I mean, unless MAIRSIL stops me, I think I've established Xeris as overconfident and reckless, so I think that's just
That's fair. That is fair. Um, so, opening it up and pulling that back, you do see that that individual that you had before, um, that you had previously taken into custody, and he is gnawing on a rabbit at this point. Just he's kind of maybe about a quarter of the way through eating the thing, but he just turns and looks at you, and he kind of hisses, drops the rabbit, and he reaches for his scimitar, and he's gonna try to lunge at you.
How are you still alive? How are you still alive? Good lord.
Uh, so with a 19 to hit, he's gonna slash you for 4.
That's fair.
Um, yeah, and this is not really doing initiative at this point. It's kind of more freeform because of how small the group is. So just him, you guys, him, you guys.
I'll
Figure keep
chime
it
in and
simple.
say, "Do you need backup?"
No, I've got it. Unless you would like to, I will. I think I've got this. I will.
Okay.
Cast command. Drop it.
Okay. So that and that's going to be another wisdom save from him. So, or not another, but another wisdom save in general. Coming right up. Boom. So he only got an 8 there. So he is going to drop it. And with a clank, it goes to the floor.
Yeah, and I'll move to intercept it. So if he's gonna come at me, he's gonna have to come at me with just hands.
Okay. Well, hand, because he lost one.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's also I forgot to mention this. So MAIRSIL, you weren't here for this part. Um, so this individual is wearing some dark robes. He doesn't have a left hand, and a good portion of his right leg it's gone. The clothes are kind of ripped. It looks like a little bit of frostbite has set in at this point.
Yeah, see,
Um,
now you understand why I
yeah.
asked the question, why the fuck how are you still alive?
Yeah, so he's not in great shape, but dude's not all there.
Clearly.
Um, yeah. So was there anything else from you, Zeris?
That's my action, my movement. I don't think I have anything for a. You know what? Fuck it. Why not? Let's not be too overconfident. I'll cast Sanctuary on myself again.
Okay. And then anything from you, Mercer?
No, not right now. Most of my spells, I can reach him if he tries to run away, but no, not right now.
Yeah. I don't think he's gonna be going anywhere too fast. Now he is going to try to make another attack against you, Zeris. And that is another Wisdom save.
Correct.
Uh, Gotcha. So he actually got a 19 that time.
Excellent.
So go ahead.
Go and give me that unarmed strike, motherfucker.
So this one actually, you kind of see him rummaging through, like reaching back and just taking something and bashing you with
Are
it.
you fucking
It's
kidding
a
me?
small glass vial.
Improvised weapon?
Like a glass flask. Actually, so not quite. As it hits you, it breaks and splashes, dealing 5 acid damage.
Gross.
Yeah. So, and then that's gonna be your turn there.
All right, too easy. Too fucking easy. All right, dickhead. Oh, not that. I'm just gonna fucking grapple him. Why not?
Just tackle the dude.
Yeah.
All right.
It hurt, dickhead. Yeah, I'm just gonna grapple. That's an acrobatics, athletics. What is that?
I believe it is your acrobatics or athletics versus his athletics, if I'm remembering right.
It's his athletics versus the other guy's acrobatics or athletics.
Gotcha.
Okay, thank you.
That is for me. Oh, fucking rough. He's gonna beat a 9.
Let's throw that in there and just for shits. Oh, dude.
Why he's so squirrely, David?
Because he's crazy and doesn't care
Oh
about his
no,
joints.
I don't know. He got a 19, and even if I gave him disadvantage, it would still be a 19.
That's fair. I will.
I feel like this is a catch the greased up crazy guy.
Yeah, that's my action. I guess as my bonus action, I'll recast Sanctuary on myself since grapple is technically an attack.
Oh yeah, that is classified as that, isn't it?
That's okay.
That's fine. Okay.
As I'm doing this, I'm just gonna call out, Marcel, get the fucking rope ready, please.
Yeah, I'll bust out my rope.
Cool.
Start approaching him
So
slowly with it.
so he still has like the pieces of the broken glass, so he's gonna try to like shank you with that. But it's gonna be like an improvised weapon kind of deal.
Make a
So
wisdom save first, motherfucker.
that is true. Wisdom save. Well, let's see if he can. Let's see if he can do it. You know what? Let's throw that out in the public. Why not? So he got a 14 on that. He needed a 15, correct?
It's a 15.
Excellent. Yeah. So he can't. He's just gonna stick it into his leg.
Oh my god. How are you alive?
I don't know if that would even be like a D20 at that point. I think that would just be like to try and hit. So it's just, yep, just 4, just right into the leg. And he's gonna kind of scream about that, and he seems like he's upset that at you that he did that. But now it's your turn.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he didn't have to stab himself. So it's like
He
that's
really
on
didn't.
him.
He really didn't.
Yeah, I'm gonna just cast command again and tell him to grovel.
Okay.
That's my favorite one.
That is going to be a wisdom save. 14.
Get fucked.
So yeah, he's gonna drop. He's still got the piece of glass stuck in his leg.
Yeah. He's gonna spend
But
his turn groveling though.
Yep. He
Which-
yeah.
Hopefully we can just fucking hog tie his dumbass.
So he drops down, and starts starts groveling. Now, Zeris, if I remember right, you don't speak Draconic. MAIRSIL, do you? Okay. Then he's mumbling something in Draconic. It's kind of clear, or kind of unclear what he's saying. It's sort of like a drunk person kind of mumbling to themselves. Um, it's not the same thing he was saying before in Draconic, but he's just kind of mumbling. And that is his turn.
I'm gonna place one end of the rope in Xeris's hand and then attempt to tie him up.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll for
And
that?
I would say, yeah, I would say he's probably gonna fight you on that.
Okay.
But I would say you can definitely have advantage with it, um, because you guys are working together to do it.
Okay. What kind of roll?
I could see something dexterity related for
He's
this.
also,
Trying.
given command, he's got to spend his turn groveling. Can I argue for disadvantage for him?
I could absolutely see that. Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
What a kind and just God.
Oh, add it.
Um.
Total, it'd be a 12 regardless, because
Okay.
yeah,
Okay. So I'm
one
gonna
of those
have
was in
him.
that one.
Oh. He got a 3.
Cool.
So yeah. Yeah. Um. Oh, before I forget, I meant to say this earlier, and the scene was just kind of going. Zeris, I'm gonna go ahead and give you a point of inspiration for the going in there and like just doing your thing and just
Sending a
being
message.
on brand, even though it was a bad idea.
This is who I am as a person. Thank you.
Yep. But back to this here. With your 12, he got a 3. So he's kicking, he's screaming, he's putting up a little bit of a fight, but you are able to subdue him and get him restrained. Uh, yeah, yeah, and he is secured.
So,
We
what do you want to do with him?
we have to. My friends and I were looking for him to bring him back to Winterhorn. He committed a murder. Uh, we got sidetracked. Ironically enough, this exact spot is where we were ambushed by goblins. On our way to get him, they captured both myself, my friends, and him. And a series of unfortunate events after that, I ended up in that crypt. But like I said, we got sidetracked. We were supposed to originally bring him back to Winterhorn to face justice and get some answers out of him.
Did he leave? I'm assuming this was a couple of days ago.
This was many, many days ago.
Yeah.
I don't know how
So
he's still alive.
what did he come back to the cart for?
I have no
It's
idea.
been about a week.
Is anything important at the cart? Can I roll like investigation or something?
Oh, certainly.
A whopping I get +7. A whopping 10.
So yeah, no, with a 10,
Can I?
um,
I'm sorry, this is a bit late. I for some reason said it in my head and didn't speak it. Can I grant him
oh sure,
advantage if I help? Possibly.
I could see that. Yeah, yeah, sure. Uh, yeah.
I'm sorry.
So what's
I'll
that
be
gonna
better
bring
about
up?
being quicker about that.
You're fine. You're fine.
Should I reroll or just use the 11 sitting over there on the side?
Uh, you know what? Go ahead and re-roll it.
Okay.
Well, it's fine.
You're like, did you check under that leaf
Oh,
over there? That's better.
I should check under that
Hold on.
leaf.
Hey, look, a
Oh man.
footprint.
Yes. Okay. So a 21. You are able to find a couple of things here in his cart. Excuse me. You're gonna be able to find 3 vials of acid.
Mhm.
Excuse me.
Do you want any of
And
the? We'll split at the end.
Oh, you're good. You're good. And in there, you are also able to find a what would it be? More of like a sort of medallion of sorts. Um, mostly gold, um, but with like an onyx kind of inlay on the front of it. And it appears to be a dragon's face, um, just on the front of the medallion.
What do you suppose that is?
I'm not too sure. Can I roll
Uh,
Arcana or History or something like that for it? Try to figure out like
I could see it. I could see history.
17.
17. Okay. So yeah, this particular symbol is one that you don't see floating around too often. Um, Mostly because it's kind of been out of practice for several. I mean, really, probably a couple hundred years at this point. Um, but it was the crest of sorts. I think crest would probably be the appropriate term of a dragon known as Tharlamor. Um, which with what you got on the roll there, it's fair to say that Tharlamor was not well liked. Often known, among other things, for his cruelty, um, and his arrogance on top of that. Um, so he did not have a very long list of friends. Um, but yeah,
Okay, cool. Have I heard of him before or no?
a long time ago. It's been a while since like you may have heard some stories about him, some things like that. So and maybe a couple names that kind of like, are sort of loosely associated with him. Um,
Do I know
thing
what
like
color he is?
black.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Hence the onyx inlays there. Um,
Gotcha.
and yeah, I could see this with so sometimes he was referred to as the Black Worm or the Cursed King. Kind of depended on who was asking.
Cool. And I'll show him the medallion and ask him if that means anything to him, to Zeus.
DM? I think that's kind of up to you, unless you'd like me to make a roll for anything that
Uh,
that hasn't been already
I mean,
revealed.
hmm. I can't really think of anything else that would be there. Although, um, Marcel, if that is information that you share with Zaris, from what you got from your history check, then the name the Cursed King would ring a bell, as that was what this individual was chanting in Draconic in the Goblin's Lair. I believe it was All Hail the Cursed King.
Yeah, I would share that. Naturally, most of the time I share it.
Yeah, I'll bounce information off of Marcel as well,
Yeah.
as much as I can.
Sharing is caring.
Either way, I think that we should reconvene with my companions, and when I get to them, I can start paying you back for what I owe, and you're welcome to join us if you like a good mystery.
I don't see why not.
We could use an ologist.
Yes. And I give you some
All
coin.
right. Coin is helpful.
I have one.
Yeah. Yeah. But you have a Danny.
Yes.
You do have Danny. And yeah. And with friends like Danny, are you ever really poor?
Never.
No. I'm rich in heart.
And burr.
Yeah. All right. So with the medallion, you guys have that. You guys a little bit more information out of that. You have resecured the 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 individual who somehow managed to get away. Not sure how that happened. And maybe the goblins need to build better cages. But with that, are you taking him with you to Nigh Point?
He's my only ride. And we just struck a small accord.
I'm sorry, I meant the cultists.
Oh, the occultist? Yeah, absolutely. This motherfucker.
Okay.
I don't know how he's alive. He's gonna be studied for science.
I'll get on that.
Yeah. Well, his times awake on the remainder of the journey are rife with either mumbling to himself, various chants, which you know don't seem like threats at all, or just what you can only imagine would be some kind of profanity and draconic. Uh, but as in his current state, it's kind of hard for him to struggle free, as it were, and do that. So he's not giving you too much of a hard time as far as that goes, as long as you don't mind the background noise. And really, with that, it would be a short travel to the rest of the way into Nigh Point, but excuse me, that with Nigh Point on the horizon, I think that is going to be where we're going to call it for tonight, and then with the next time reconvening and everybody meeting up.
Season 2. Season 2.
Yep.
Season 2.
This is us kicking off the setup for season 2. I don't know, Gilbert. Would you say this kind of counts as an episode 0 of season 2, or like?
I labeled it as prologue, so yeah. I mean,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, but yeah. Does anybody have anything to plug?
Nope.
we have the Wednesday stuff.
We do have the Wednesday stuff.
Check us out Wednesday at 6 p.m. We're gonna be playing through Gehenna Gaming's one shot for their Kickstarter game, Eldritch Automata, called The Dark Passenger. Myself, David, Druid, and Azure are going to be going in with our game master, or our coined term navigator for the Nomads channel, going in and doing the Dark Passenger. We'll drop the link in the for the Kickstarter in the chat as well one more time. That's our big plug.
Okay. Awesome. Well, excuse me. Gilbert, did you want to do the outro? You want me to take it? How do you want to do that? I'm good with either way.
We of course I'll take care of the because I gotta send you.
Go for it,
Wait, do you have the script? Did I send you a script?
You did.
Oh my god, you do it. I'm free.
You're free. You're free. It's kind of like a reverse Dobby situation. I have given him a script. I am free.
Truly.
At least for this one. At least for this one, you're free. So we have been the Rolling Nomads. You can find us here on Twitch at twitch.tv/the Rolling Nomads. You can also find us over on YouTube at youtube.com/the Rolling Nomads. Now I'm gonna mix things up a little bit.
David,
over
you're
on
fucking
Twitter.
this up already. We're not the. It's just
I
Rolling
am.
Nomads.
I am. Is it really?
Yeah.
Shit, you right. I'm blind, dude.
God damn it, David.
So YouTube, Rolling Nomads. Twitter, we're still there. That's the best place to keep up to date with us. We're posting announcements all the time, so going live, episodes getting posted up on YouTube, cancellations, late starts, or just really anything special going on with us. You're gonna be able to find it over there. That's at _ Rolling Nomads. And that is the same handle that we use for our TikTok as well. We're going to be posting more shorts, more TikToks, more things like that as we go. Excuse me. And that is all we have. Yeah, and Gilbert, since I read the script, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I know it's not on the script, but that is us in a handbasket.
This motherfucker.
Love you, Gilbert. Love you. But yeah, if anybody else has, if we got nothing else to plug, then that's been us. We'll see you next time with the whole party. We're going to see what's going on here and have the official start to Colder Than a Twitch's Wit Season 2. So really, until next time, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and we'll see you later.
Peace.